The evolution of Saudi national days across the history of the kingdom. National days have evolved, reflecting the changing nature of the state and its guiding ideology. National days commemorate the unity of the kingdom, first proclaimed by the founder, King Abdulaziz Al Saud, on September 23rd, 1932. In those early days, however, rulers commemorated their Ascendance Day and celebrations were limited to speeches and oaths of allegiance to the ruler. Ironically, even those austere commemorations were initially met with protests, as Wahhabi clerics denounced them as idolatry and sacrilegious. The uneasiness of Saudi religious authorities with nationalist commemoration persisted, becoming a pattern that limited national celebration. You could see in the video that a lot of people come in the outside on the street and celebrating the flags of the national days marks. They are sitting everywhere and going ahead with the march in the hand of a lot of flags. The children are decorated with their insisted design t-shirts. Women wear a identified dress also in here and celebration and singing a song of national days. Royal succession was accompanied by a shift in ascendance days, with King Abdulaziz changing the date of that of his own enthronement of November 12th. The first true national day then was instituted in 1965 by King Faisal bin Abdulaziz, who declined to commemorate his coronation, but instead proclaimed a national day timed with the date of the kingdom's unification. This was an act befitting the architect of Saudi modernization. Still, national days were only commemorated as modest government affairs. It was not until 2005 that the National Day was declared a public holiday and became a more popular event. We can find out this video. There are a lot of people come in the outside and singing a song. There are a lot of foreigners, countrymen, women, children, students are across the countries come out on the roadside and enjoying the these days as a remarkable day. You can find out the big flags on the hand of the students and short flags. Maybe most of the people are taking the flags and going march ahead to from the another side with the singing song by mouth and speech. They are enjoying very much to celebrate their own national days. This is the remarks of a national, this is the remarks of the freedoms, this is the remarks of the fighters who are fighting in the time of the war who finished and completed by the King Abdul Aziz, the father of the nation. Under the King Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz, nationalism became more significant as a unifying principle, marking a modest incursion on religious symbolism and authority. Post pandemic festivals have become more modest, and the National Day messaging more targeted to economic ambitions. Over the past 2 years, the motto for the National Day has been "We dream and we achieve," with imaginary celebrating Vision 2030 development. A man and a woman, symbolizing Saudi youth, stand surrounded by futuristic icons of Saudi economic and cultural infrastructure. The Dria Gate, the Al Sobaibia solar power plant, Al Ula, the astronaut program, Riyadh's Mokab or Cube, electric cars, and the line. According to the General Entertainment Authority, the slogan draws the land of the kingdom that embraces the dream with determination and persistence that makes it a firm reality anchored like mountains. You can see a lot of women's wore the hijab and come in the outside to celebrate their national days on night. There are a lot of decorated lighting facilities on the road, markets, shop, etc. They are eating a lot of fast foods, street foods. They are taking very much enjoyable scenario from the environmental, which was decorated very proudly, very nicely. The roads are used vehicles using a lot of crowded people. They are shouting their slogan, the national sing a song everywhere. The remarks, the flags with the hands, remarkable. You can find out that everywhere a lot of flags, weak flags are hacking down from the top to bottom. Some people are doing the market. Some people enjoying by sitting the garden, sitting the travel in front of the shop, in front of the garden, everywhere. We find out in here. While entertainment was not eliminated, security and development were emphasized in this year's National Day. In Dira, the main event was a military parade promoted by the Ministry of Interior, which characterized the heritage capital and origin of the first Saudi state as a journey of security and a history of the homeland. General security forces took center stage at night, performing a marching exercise as flashing images of tanks and police vehicles drifted across the stage. The interior heartland of Qasim held patriotic paradise with military and police vehicles and more than 30 government agencies. Meanwhile, people crowded the Corniche in Jeddah and amassed for fireworks at the waterfront of the Khobar. The more modest celebration may reflect the somber mood of the region in this week after National Day. The Saudi nationals were not very familiar with the National Day celebration, but the ancient king Abdul Aziz and the son of their King Abdul Fahad bin Abdul Aziz also were not a very familiar to celebrate the national days. But in the modern date, the King Salman and Salman bin Fahad also accompanied with the celebration of the national days. A lot of people they have engaged to celebrate the event. They have arranged event management and focusing the environment to the world that they were able and now are become more able to celebrate the national days in the competition with the other days even in European countries. They have enjoyed very much to celebrate such types of days. They could enjoy to sing a song of national days in Arabic language, in ancient language. They have, they have the father of the nations, King Abdul Aziz, who fighting to keep the freedom of the Saudi Arabia, and they are governing the whole of the country in strict rules and establish Islamic rules and culture They wore so much heritage because it is a big country. It is a big homeland, Saudi Arabia. They are keeping a vast land across the Arabian sector in the Middle East. Also, we found in here a lot of foreigners. That means Ajnabi in the Arabic language. They work in here. They are enjoying their life with his family and with our family and working continue in Saudi Arabia. They also are accompanied with the nationals of Saudi. They loved this country also because a familiar with the culture, with the heritage, with the environment, with the language, they have accompanied with the Saudian nationals. Nowadays, when they celebrate the national days, the foreigner also accompanied with them. All of the Ajnabi and foreigners come out across the country. They were find out in here. They were celebrating the national days with the Saudi nationals. With the young people, they are enjoying very much with the racing of the car, the racing of the horse and camel. We find out more and more people celebrating this day. You can see the vehicles are throwing the flags on the car and big buses, transport, everything. They are founding the national flag with their hand. It is a remarkable day for the Saudi nationals. It is also not a favorite for the young people, gentlemen, but also the people of the women. We find out in the street roads, they are talking each to other, their friends, their children, their husbands, their relatives. Everybody's come here on the roads. You can see the Riyadh street and also Jeddah street. They find out the more and more people on the street at night. The whole night you will be find out they are enjoying the national days. Not only this, they are riding the bicycles, riding the motorcycles, motorbikes, jeep, car, pajero, are flying with the flower, flying with the flag on their hand on the top rope of the national flag on the rooftop. You can find out the people are coming from another point to other points, another to another point, and the street on the side and the bank of sea we have seen they are sitting more and more people and taking fast food and taking the fried rice, fried chicken, and juice, flavor, etc. They are taking everything. We can find out across the Saudi Arabia there's a lot of tent that means kema. They were sitting in the kema, in the tent, and talking around the circle and talking each other regarding the national days, regarding the culture. And somehow we can find out the culture, the ancient singing song with together they are singing with hand on the knife. You can see the big knife also in their hand and singing a song together. This is also celebration. You can find out the national Pakistan. You can find out the nationality of Indian, Bangladeshis, Nepal, Bhutan, Malaysian, and Philippine, also in European also. They are working a lot of people in Saudi Arabia. Most of the people comes outside in here and they also enjoy to take part to celebration the national days with the Saudi nationals, Saudi Arabia. The government also help and assist to celebrate the national days of Saudi Arabia. They are taking various cultural program. They are taking the government function in the event, in outside, in inside, into program, outside the program. They have celebration. The leaflet also in their flag, the national newspaper also write up the news is very big. They have the written of various nationality, history of national days, history of their freedom of the Saudi Arabia, history of ancient talking with the national days. Not only this, but we find out in the Saudi Arabia, the market, mosque, and big buildings of the governments and private sector are decorated very nicely with the so much lighting facilities, so much decoration in the architectural, so much graffiti. Also, we have find out in the wall. They are enjoying the much people to write up the graffiti, to remark, to memorize the National Day of Saudi Arabia. You can find out the Jeddah Street in from the sea, Arab Sea. Much and much people have sit out in front of the sea. They are seeing and enjoying the environment very nice. Jeddah is very important port. And also, we can find out the sea is helpful to celebrate the national days on such types of working in here. The Saudi National Day is not only for the remarks of the nationalism of Saudi Arabia, but also it is the national day of the all foreigners. All foreigners come in here who are working, who are residing in here, who are enjoying in here, who are visiting the Saudi Arabia across the country. You can see the graffiti of the walls is very remarkable. It is very identifiable of the nationality of Saudi Arabia. You can find out in here the arts, the culture, the focus, and the history of the nationalism of Saudi Arabia. The graffiti can ask the reminder, the feedback of the history of the nationality of Saudi Arabia, which uphold by the King Abdul Aziz Al Saud. You can see the find and find out that they were walking one point to another point very easily. They are enjoying very much by walking from each place to another place without any objective. We find out that there are a lot of people sit on the chair in front of the restaurant, fast food supplying the peer, and they are taking the fast food drinks, tea, coffee, etc. Enjoying very much. The children who can run out on the street with their mother, you can find out from the street they can drink a cold water, drink water, and the women's also hand out the flag of the Saudi national days. The lighting, the color, you can see the national flags, the same color they have drawn up and decorated as flags color. It's very enjoyable. People also very happy to go to the outside on the day, on night especially, because the life of Saudi nationals is starting after the sunset. The whole night they will enjoy on the outside. Check the ladies and gentlemen walking together on the street. Most of the people I could find out the foreigners. Also, we are finding the nationalities of Saudian, especially women of Saudian, are wearing hijab and comes across the countries on the street. more and more vehicles stand by in here as a park. They find out the restaurant, find out the crowded area that they can enjoy. They can hear the song and cultural program within the cities. It is not also the Riyadh, but across the countries, most of the crowded city were very decorated with a lighting, coloring. The al is the market, grocery market, and field that they are enjoying in here. The national days, you can find out a lot of childrens in here, and they are playing, they are enjoying with the days of their national days. The Saudian also come in here. The remark of the Saudi forces, the dress, and see the high CC motorbikes in here. They were enjoy with the flags behind the motorbikes, a flag. They were much happy to wear the national flags on their body. They are taking the photographs, selfie, everything, each to other. We can find out the crowded of the vehicles on the roadside and traffic jam. You can see the big flags on the rooftop. They stand by, and the flags also La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and with a knife and green color flags, the national day. You can see the trees are very green. The remarks of the national days flags with the trees, the adjustment. You see how they are enjoyed by throwing the flags from the trees, from the cars, from the market side, etc. Riyadh city is very famous for the decorated, designable buildings, offices, etc. The roadside of the Saudi Arabia across the country is very lucrative and wide spread, and when one by voyage journey is very disciplined. They are maintaining without any traffic police. It is very remarkable. You can see in the roadside the nationality of Saudi women. They are very happy to walk on the roadside separately. It is also remarkable in Saudi Arabia Islamic culture. They are following the rules of the Islam. They could follow, ladies and gentlemen, together also. Most of the women who can see in here wearing the hijab. Some are very remarkable hijab, which is covered with the face, but some are open the face in here. It is very differential things, but the rules are following the nationalists of Saudi Arabia. The foreigners who come in here to visit or also and working in here also followed the rules of the regulation of Saudi culture, wearing the dress, talking and behavioral insistence and everything and the rules and regulations they are bound to maintain in here. The life of Saudian is a higher level within the countries in here who come in here from the Asian countries like Philippines, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, Philippines, etc. But more and more people you can find out from the European come in here, doing job in here, and invested in here. They are taking the investment and taking the business apart from their individual level or company levels. There were a multinational and international companies in here. There are a lot of company in here. You can find out the world famous vehicles. You'll be find out a more branded vehicles transportation facilities in here. You can find out the we have seen in the scenery, in the video, and in the street that a high-range motorbikes are using the Saudi nationalists, young people, and see a lot of vehicles parked in here in the street. See, a man want to show the national flags as a celebration. See, students in the same vehicles, they are flying the national flags. See, is to focusing their national flags as a remarks of celebration on the day. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. See, everywhere we can find out. See, that's so much beautiful and very big flags are flying on the back side, on the rooftop sides, stand by the flags and wearing the flags when they run the car on the roads. The markets were too much decorated. See, the enjoy with the face in the camera. They are singing song and cameramen are taking the video for the newscasting. See, the family members, the guardians with the students are talking very much, very nicely. And the video men are taking the video with the camera, which will be broadcast in the television and social media site. See the marketplace in front of Awani. Most of the people from the houses come out on the roads and enjoying this night as a national day. See, they were the family students are enjoying the ride. The childrens, the girls and boys got together. So a sailor of national flag are sailing very much in the footpath. Then we can see now the find out of the nationality of Pakistan man in here is sitting down. The the from the see the is foreigner students and comes in here. A lot of coming from each to others. In the big market site in front of the big market site, they are walking with the stand up their vehicles, transportation facilities in here. If you visit the Saudi Arabia, you can find out the market is very weak. The one market you can buy everything in one place. The crowded people, they are enjoying very much. It is a scenery from the night. The how much people are taking the market on that night, the celebration. But everybody has a national flag on their hand, on the basket, national flags. And see, they are sitting and rest, taking the rest in anywhere, and taking the selfie, taking the photographs, each to other. Mubarak Roshul Khazara, that means I can think of crowded people on the market side in front of the market. You can see, find out the nationalities of Saudi Arabia and other side goes to together. The mix up the family. Saudi Arabian nationalities are more than kinds of people. The Bedouin, the old or ancient Saudian, and modern Saudian. You can find out. The Bedouin Saudia, that means who is the originality of Saudi nationalities, King Abdul Aziz, who started their nationality from the Bedouin, and gradually they have spread the places for in the keep right across the Saudi Arabia. They have increased the land size of Saudi nationalities, increased the border size by fighting with the others, and kept control from the other countries that show the national fields. Today's is big Saudi Arabia they have found in here. But the nations got to remember the remarkable action by King Abdul Aziz, the father of the nation, King Abdul Aziz, who fought with the other side, with the other region, with the others community, and victory, and acquired the triumph by a great fighting, by consideration, etc. Totally, cap- have captured the Saudi land from the other side, and nowadays Saudi Arabia is a big land size in the Middle East. As a result, modern Saudis are enjoying very much their life, and families also are taking good environment, good street, roads, education, treatment, facilities, everything is taking on the consistent effort by the King Abdul Aziz. See, the street brokers and street sellers are selling their products on the roadside also. A lot of people comes in here. The see, the fruits, show, bag, etc. You can take from the outside also. Today night is a very famous on street side and market side across the country. You can see everywhere they are enjoying very much. See the women who are seated in here separately and alone. Most of the bill, we are not finding the women are gossiping with the others. It is very rare. They are talking with the relatives and family members. Notice other countries like loving each to other with the family members. It is very rare in Saudi Arabia because they are respectable to the Islamic rules and regulations. The scene of the grocery, Suq al-Zahab, that means the golden market in here, and diamond market. Also, it is remarkable to the Saudi nationalists. They buy a gift for their family members, for their wives, for their husband, children, etc. They can buy and take the gift each to other as a remarkable taste. So it is very favorable designs in here, lucrative design to buy ring, a necklace, etc. You can take as a gift. You can take a receipt to remarks the day that you have bought a single of ring or single of necklace for your family member, whatever you are Saudi nationalities or foreigners. It is not a factor, but you have kept a remark or sign that you have get together and enjoy the national days of Saudi Arabia. You can find out the very big market in here. The car and vehicles comes from the outside on the gate and come out the other side. It's a very big market. the grocery market and vegetable market. You can see, find out the world famous vegetables in here, meat market, fish markets in here. You can check the all things in the same market. You can able to find out anything, any things from top to bottom to buy from one market. We have seen market is Zamzam in Jeddah. Riyadh also is a big market. The people comes in here with a car and check market, grocery market and everything from the one side. Most of the people enjoyed to ride their car by self. Drive also available, but on the night I have seen in here, they are riding vehicles by their own. Find out lucrative is the old design of the building in Saudi Arabia, but modern design is very lucrative, still. But you can find out most of the building now is a modern design. They have see the lighting facilities. It is especially they have decorated with the design of lights is varying. They have hired from the European culture and European designer they have because they have expanded a more of a lot of time, money, and labor for the decoration of lighting. They hired the people from the another countries only for lighting sites. See the lighting facilities as a trees. Seeing the trees and the light is very desirable and remarkable from the outside to see and look after the house. See, it is very special. They are taking the snack, they are taking the snap, photo, and selfie from the lighting. It's very special. We are seeing the modern design of the buildings, the old design of the buildings in here, but they have decorated with the light only. See, it's changeable design with the color. The Arabic language also have writing. The flying the birds also in line the light. It's special. It is very special. They are favorite birds in here. The eagle are saying, escaping the mark is you are safe. Is symbol of the security of Saudi Arabia. You can see the house coming from the downside to top, taking the ancient Saudi couples with hand in the sea. The couples, the remarks of the couples, the respectation of the Islamic rules and regulations, the living together there. The design of the Saudi Arabia flags on the light you can see, especially exceptional. All of the buildings are finding the National Day. Thank you.